Sup class? How's it going? Intermediate ballet. Are we all doing okay? Doing good? Doing good? Gucci, all that jazz. Great.
We're vibing.
Good. How are everyone's filmings coming along? I know someone has one today. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Good. Alrighty. So we'll be doing the recital dance again, just to prep ourselves because it's going to be on Monday at 5:30. Make sure that your tutus are pressed down. That way we don't have like crazy levels going on with your tutu as you perform. And yes, Sarah, your mom did tell me that you somehow got a hole in your costume.
Literally, it wasn't even there last time I tried it on. And then I hung it up and it's there. And I'm like, but she can fix it.
So please make sure costumes are all good, well, and dandy. And today, since we're waiting on, well, I don't feel like waiting on people. So the people who were not able to do the dance by, well, in groups / by themselves were Reese and Izzy. So today's gonna be the day you guys do it. Sarah, you're gonna join in on the first run just so you have it in your body and I can see the double pirouette when you do it. And yeah, and then it's gonna be Reese and Isabel by themselves, and then we'll probably do it another time when each of y'all just do it by yourself. And hopefully someone joins on and I can stop and be like, all right, it's your turn. Making sense?
Yeah.
Great. Hopefully y'all can hear me despite this atrocious rain and whatnot.
Oh.
Alrighty. All right. This is just for a volume check to make sure that you can hear it. Can y'all hear it? Sort of, kind of, iffy.
Yeah.
All right. Just work with it. I'll pull it up just a bit further. Here we go. And All right, that wasn't bad. If I were to give it a grade, it'll be like a C, somewhat. So, just be careful about what you're. Just be careful about what your arms are doing. What was it? Izzy, when you do the first time you do the berets and you got this arm circular, just make sure that this arm just stays out in second position while that arm comes all the way around. You don't have to bring up, down, around on both, just that one. And then better job on the cabriole on the back cabriole. Sarah, what happened to the double pirouette?
It just didn't happen. Well, I was like unstable when I started it. I'm shaky from the coffee.
Gotcha. And then just make sure that up here, your face is nice and pleasant. And this with a small, soft smile all the way through. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm exhausted. Ballet is too much for me. Don't show it. Alrighty. What was it? Izzy, do you know your little duet at the end?
I remembered it after
Okay.
that part was over.
Great. Because you just stood there. I was like,
Yeah.
know what she's doing. Please don't tell me she doesn't know what to do. But I was like, okay, now that you told me that you know it, great. And then also, Izzy, you forgot the balance.
Yeah.
Other than that, good. Just don't be afraid about arms, everyone. Arms are an accessory, but it's very beautiful in ballet. Okay, Reese and Izzy, you guys ready to perform it again? Sarah, you get to take a break / work on your double pirouette.
Okay.
All right. Do y'all have any questions before we start?
I don't think so.
Okay. Awesome. Y'all two go ahead and get started. I mean, go into places. And here we go. Take your time.
Since the lovely are sleeping, oh, sleep now with them. Was kindly scattered my lips where thy maid's
Good job. Sarah, from what you saw when you weren't practicing your double pirouette, is there any notes that you would give them?
I'll be honest, I was not watching. I was trying to figure out the double.
That's okay. I appreciate you working on that though. From what I saw, be careful about timing. There were some issues where there were some parts where you guys were rushing into it just a bit more or being a bit too slow. Like for example, Reese, you took just a bit longer during the this whole reaching part and you barely made it to the
I noticed that.
and then Izzy, when you got after you went here, instantly I was like, girl, you gotta wait for that little soutenu part. Cause it's literally what is it? Oh, and during this part, it's when she starts singing, that's when you start walking around. You were just like, all right, let's go. Good, I made it. So just milk this part even further. And then when she starts singing, like, now we begin walking around ourselves. Yay. And also with the back cabriole, y'all lost it that second time. Make sure it's the thighs, not just the feet. I don't want to see no space. It can even be a small cabriole. It doesn't have to be as big as mine. You have to work for that. But yes. All right, Sarah, ready to do it by yourself?
Mhm.
Oh, yes, Reese.
What is the position me and Isabella are in for our little formation thing? I know we're in a lunge, but have always been confused on how because of my brace.
Which part?
When we're in our formation, we're conquering back at the very beginning and very end. Is it a pigeon?
Huh?
Is it a pigeon?
Yes, it's like a pigeon. It's like half.
Okay.
So resting that one knee is in front while the back leg is extended and reach back.
Okay. Are we twisting our torso forward or keeping it square back?
You're bending the lower back backwards, but you're gonna twist your upper back just slightly. That way you're present in the audience. So it's like this. This is your back, you're bending here and then twisting, just to show your focus.
Okay.
That's just like a little cherry on the top. We don't have to include those things, but those things are really pretty to make sure that you're noticeable.
I have a question too.
Yes,
So at the beginning, when we're doing the, like the very beginning before we walk around ourselves, which arm goes up first when we do?
It should be the arm that's going all the way up that goes first, right? You two?
I've been doing the inside arm.
Inside arm. Well, I'm like, I'm talking about the arm that's like all the way up and high.
Mhm.
That's first.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, which side are you on?
I was on the right side.
All right, if you're on the right side, that'll be your right arm.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, okay. Awesome. Okay, Sarah, you're by yourself. You got this. And here we go.
I'll not leave them alone tonight on the sand, since the lovely are sleeping.
All right. Reese, your first was notes. If you think or compliments.
I think the only thing is tucking thumbs, which is like a very nitpicky thing, and also with the cambray, moving or bending from the back more so, the lower back instead of the obliques, the sides. Otherwise, it was lit.
Okay.
Yeah, like a good vibe.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, there was like a moment or two where like it looked rushed, but it might have been like the quality of my camera. But otherwise, it was pretty good.
Okay. What was my note? You did something. Da, 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 da. Oh, now I remember. During this whole part, whichever way you go, da 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 da. You come up here. All you have to do is just bring that arm up. You don't have to go.
Okay, so it's not another dip.
No.
Okay.
You just bring that arm around. Make it simple for you guys.
Okay. For some reason, I thought there was another dip in here.
What was it? And then also be careful about your attitude. Make sure this is a note for everyone. When you do an attitude, I know I reference this a lot of times, but it's very important. You want to think that this leg is to the back and you're creating a spiral upwards towards the ceiling, or you want to think like an ice cream cone or seashell or something like that. That way, when you have to hold it, it's still staying there, and be careful that you don't bring it too far forward, because then you'll look like a dog that's peeing at a fire hydrant. And we don't want that. You guys aren't dogs.
You said I wasn't.
Slash fairies. Or when you get into a nice PK attitude, you can swing that leg up even further. As long as you maintain that turnout. And be careful about your arms when you do it the second time. You got attitude, and then it's an undercurve instead of another. Fourth arms are in fourth position. So fourth undercurve, whichever side you go. But otherwise, that was good. Even though you did a single pirouette. Alrighty. Who wants to go next by themselves? Reese, Izzy?
Sure.
Reese said sure. And here we go.
I'll not leave thee alone to pine on the stem, since the lovely are sleeping. Oh, sleep thou with them. Where thy maids of the garden lie scentless and dead.
Wait, was I late for that?
No, you weren't.
Oh.
When friendships decay, and from love's shining circle
Alrighty, notes. Izzy, you're first.
I know you can't see like half of me. I'm sorry.
I would only say that to me the attitudes kind of looked a little bit rushed, not like a whole lot, but like a little bit. But otherwise, it was honestly pretty good.
Thank you.
Sarah.
I don't know. I really didn't even notice anything wrong. I mean, that's just me. I'm not like a professional. I didn't really notice anything wrong. I thought it was really good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see. Other than I can't see like half of your body.
I'm sorry.
It looked really good. What was that one note? Oh, like I said, you just rushed that part. So now you were early instead of late or on time. But yeah, just be careful about that. And then good job on the back cabriole. You listened. And you actually did it from what I saw. I don't know what your upper body was doing during that part, but hopefully it was good. This is my one note, and it's towards Reese and Sarah. When you guys exchange spots, acknowledge each other. That's it. All right, Izzy, ready to do it by yourself?
No.
What do you mean no? The answer is yes, I'm always ready, Mr. Patrick.
I don't know about that.
Okay, here we go.
I'll not leave thee alone to cry on the strand, since the lovely are sleeping. Oh, sleep now with them. As kindly I scatter thy leaves ere thy mates of the garden lie scentless and dead. So soon will I follow when friendships decay, and from love's shining setting the gems drop away. When true love's lie withers, and thoughts
Great, good job, Sarah.
There was just one part, I don't know what it's called, but it's after this thing. Where we like turn around ourselves again. We might have missed, but that's really good. And just some moments of like little hesitation, but other than that, it was really good.
Reese.
Vibes, I guess. Like I get it, but you're also kind of like, good Lord, I really don't want to be here. Visuals, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, let me see. That was good, honestly. Just be careful about, like Sarah said, hesitation. Be careful when you do that first attitude. The arm that comes up in fourth position, you want it to just be past your head. That's why we don't want to see this. That way the audience can't see your face after you do hold that attitude. And then when you did your underarm, that was good. Like Sarah said, be careful about that whole back cabriole part. I honestly might modify it for you just because of your knee. Um, Back cabriole, and then uh, arabesque turn, and don't forget about the whole, I forget what that term's called, soutenu. We'll just say, yeah, soutenu for right now, because it basically is that. But yeah, that was good. Very good. All of y'all did a lovely job, and hopefully your classmates can work to be just as good as you guys, since they don't feel like coming to class ever. Happy. Well, Izzy told me that her Wi-Fi's out, so I don't blame her. But yeah, that was basically it. Thank you for class, and I'll see you guys on Monday at 5:30. Do you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns? No? Alrighty. Make sure that you, like I said, press down your tutus. That way we don't have any craziness going on the day of. And yeah, that's it. Have a good day. And if I see you today, I'll see you today. I'm ready to see Ellis crew pop off.
Pop off.
Alrighty. Bye, girls.
Bye.